Imagine a single pebble dropped into a silent lake. The ripple is small at first, barely noticeable, but it travels. It reaches the shore, disturbs the sand, and changes the landscape forever. We all have that one moment, a choice that felt insignificant at the time, a sentence we didn't finish, a truth we didn't tell. You've tried to bury it. You've told yourself it didn't matter, but in the silence of the night, it crawls back. This is the butterfly effect of your mistakes, the unspoken guilt that shapes your reality today. Why can't you let go? And how far have the ripples of your past actually traveled? Tonight, we unmask the ghost in your subconscious. In chaos theory, the butterfly effect suggests that a small flap of a butterfly's wings in Brazil can set off a tornado in Texas. In psychology, your unspoken guilt works the same way. Maybe years ago, you were too proud to apologize to a friend. You thought, they'll get over it, but they didn't. That silence turned into a rift. That rift turned into a lost decade of friendship. Now, you find it hard to trust new people. You've built a wall because of a pebble you dropped 10 years ago. The psychology of silent weight. Why does guilt stay unspoken? Because the mind is a master of survival. We suppress what we cannot process. But suppressed guilt doesn't die. It mutates. It turns into anxiety. It turns into the feeling that you don't deserve happiness. Psychologists call this moral injury. It's the invisible scar left when we act against our own values. You aren't just haunted by what you did. You are haunted by the person you became in that moment. Think about it. That one mistake didn't just hurt someone else. It changed the way you see the world. Now you see threats where there are none. You feel judged by people who don't even know your story. The people whispering in the background of your mind. They aren't them. They are you. The reality check. Here is the hard truth. You cannot go back and stop the butterfly from flapping its wings. The tornado has already happened. Most people spend their entire lives trying to explain their way out of guilt. They say, I was young, or it wasn't my fault. But the more you explain, the more power the guilt has over you. The secret to breaking the butterfly effect isn't erasing the past, it's accepting the version of you that made that mistake without making excuses for them. The quiet resolution. The ripples will eventually settle, but only when you stop throwing more stones of denial into the water. Silence. The excuses. Stop explaining yourself to the ghosts of your past. The mistake was a moment. The guilt is a choice. Which one will you carry tomorrow? The cycle of self-sabotage. But why is it so hard to put the weight down? Because subconsciously, we believe that feeling bad is our punishment. We think that if we stop feeling guilty, we are somehow letting ourselves off the hook. We become addicted to our own misery. This is the trap. The butterfly effect of your mistake doesn't just affect your past, it hijacks your future. You stop yourself from taking a new job, starting a new relationship, or even smiling at a stranger, because a voice inside whispers, you don't deserve this. Remember what you did. The psychological reset. To break the chain, you must perform what psychologists call radical acceptance. It means looking at your mistake not as a stain on your soul, but as a data point in your evolution. The person who made that mistake years ago, they don't exist anymore. Your cells have changed. Your mind has grown. Your perspective has shifted. Yourself this. If a friend came to you with the same secret, the same unspoken guilt, would you judge them as harshly as you judge yourself? Or would you offer them a way out? Why is your compassion reserved for everyone except the person in the mirror? The butterfly has flown away. The storm has passed. The only thing left is the silence you're so afraid of. But in that silence, there is no judgment, only the truth.